I have a patron subscription and I need cast now. Call Talltale Tavern. D20 Triple Threat Show. D20 Triple Threat Show. I was hoping you'd hit a real low bass, but I'm Scott Esmond. He's Kyle Davidson. It's Talltale Tavern Triple Threat 20 Show. Kyle roll D100, D100. It's the TTTTTTS Show. Hurry up, Kyle, and roll. Oh no. The TTTTTTTTS Show.
Ooh, we got a niner, 49er, just a 9, not 49.
Not a 49er. not actually what he said at all.
We've had so many singing fails in this show that I was like, I want to join in so bad. But every time it's a headache for the editor.
I don't know what you're talking about. Fails. It comes out beautifully every time, I think. Let's see what we're discussing. Ooh, I like this question, Kyle. As soon as I need to find a D20 for how long we have to discuss it, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet till I get a timer.
Yeah.
All right, folks. You ready? Are you ready, Kyle? We have 13 minutes to discuss.
Ooh, nice.
Physical maps, TV screen, virtual maps, theater of the mind. Does it matter at all? What are our preferences? And that time starts now. Ooh.
The time starts now. The lucky number 13 amount of minutes to talk about this.
Mm-hmm. We obviously on the podcast, we're all theater of the mind, but you have a map yourself a lot of the time, right? So it's kind of different for you. You're the only one who isn't purely theater of the mind on the podcast. Well,
yeah, but you also play in Ryan's campaign, Singerman's campaign, and he does the he has a full DM table, like a D&D table with the TV embedded in it. That's incredible to play on.
Yeah. I mean, you also in our IRL games, you run a TV with a map on it too, and you usually you and Singerman both like to print out minifigs. You like to do a lot of 3D printing and have tangible representations of the things that are in the game, which oddly enough, given what we were discussing earlier, as somebody we realize I have aphantasia or whatever, and I can't picture things in my mind at all today. I don't necessarily still feel a need for any of that physical stuff when I'm playing the game. I actually kind of prefer playing on the podcast with nothing in front of me.
With nothing, just theater of the mind.
Yeah, I just find all that other stuff tends to like slow things down for me almost in a way. Like getting things set up for it, moving pieces around. It feels just as vivid to me to just be sitting there and telling you what happened rather than needing to like move a piece 6 inches across the screen and then tell you what happened.
I'm picturing almost like a skit where it's like the monster moves to you and then you don't react, and then like he reaches over and moves the little minifig like 3 squares over, and then you scream. No! Totally non-reactive to your character dying until the DM knocks them over sideways. Knocks it over, and then it's like, no! I think it scratches a totally different itch for me with the minifigures and the maps and the physicalness of it. It's almost like not that it's a different game, but it's the same game, but it's like the fun of playing just a board game with friends and moving pieces around and like seeing the just physical distances between things and exploring parts of a physical map right there. It's almost like it's like scratching a different itch. And I have the benefit of playing both systems all the time, where it's like half the time I have a map, half the time I have the Theater of the Mind podcast, Theater of the Mind on this podcast, where I sometimes have maps up, but they're not like maps for you guys to even see. The players don't see them.
No. And Kyle's maps, whenever I do see them, are typically like, here's a grid with like a square on it and a circle. Right. That's it.
I put them in those PDFs that are available. Like you can buy the 3-pack of the one of
Look at this guy shamelessly plugging our products in the middle of our Patreon episode.
But on those, there you can see the maps, and there's like a blurb on there. The reason I bring up is there's a blurb and before the maps are like, these maps are beautiful and they were just used by the DM, and you can use them for reference on kind of where to start the encounter. But yeah, recently I've also been more inspired to create physical maps. Mostly because of Tyler, honestly, because
Tyler makes like cool. He makes like 3-dimensional foam like arenas. I feel like I see pictures.
Like he made the tower, the dice tower. This is what he made, and so he will make maps for his players that look like this, and it's like, holy cow, that's amazing. And I love that aspect. And so, like, one of our recent things that we did, I have like some of this crafting stuff because I bought some foam and whatnot. But there was like a foam football field where you guys were playing in the Boggleverse, which is of course the inky universe that is a mirror of our own, filled with little boggle creatures that
they're called piss goblins, just for anybody who's not familiar with their actual name. Yeah,
I didn't make this up. This is Canon 5e stuff, the Boggleverse. But you guys were on a football field. No, it's not.
I wish it was. Okay. I don't know. There might be like some weird source book that's like, here's Boggles. Did you know they have their own little
time to make my own
inky underside dimension? Yeah, upside down.
But it was like black and white on one side, and then you guys had created a portal or convinced them to link hands to create a portal, and so there was a circular green part, and that was kind of fun to make like a physical map of to have you guys play on. But
I think that's where it ends for me on things, though, is I'm like, that's kind of fun, but I don't know, but that's just like I don't need it when I'm playing, but I appreciate it at the same time. I actually thought when we started the podcast and it was going to be Theater of the Mind, I was like, is that going to work? Because I had never done Theater of the Mind before. I'd only played like, when I started playing D&D, it was 3.5, and our DM would literally, he'd pull out the same sort of like dry erase map that I have with the grid on it. I know you have one too. And he'd just draw up the map like on the fly, like if we were on a place that needed a map, with our minifigs. And that's how I always played until playing in Ryan's thing. I'm like, oh, people are using TVs and screens and crap now. Like we're getting legit with it. And then I was like, well, it's going to feel like such a downgrade to just go Theater of the Mind for the podcast. And then it just feels totally the same to me personally when it comes to the actual playing.
Because the jump for me was, we started playing D&D with Ryan and the cool TV, and his maps are like, he puts a lot of effort and time into making like really cool maps on the Arkenforge, like on the map making software. I have the same software and mine are okay, but I don't, but basically went from that to, DMing my own table at the house, which was, I had some like physical prints. I didn't do the TV thing right away. Remember, I had like the gymnasium of the school, like cardboard, like printed out, like with computer paper, you know, to like kind of simulate that feeling. And then I also had the grid. But the Theater of the Mind thing was like, I think it was just a jump. I think we just said, that's just how we would do it on a podcast, because we want to have people listen to it.
Yeah.
And you can't really.
I feel like it was you who threw, like, I would have just assumed, I guess, when we did this, that it would be like, we have a, because any other time I'd played online, it had been like Roll20, right? And then there's a virtual tabletop. I'd only ever really played with like Bones DMing a couple times on Roll20. So I just assumed we'd have it and we would just have to do the work of like describing how we move, narrating it. Like, okay, I move my token like this much. But ultimately, it's better to not have the map, because the only descriptors that we give then are just like, okay, I want to move toward the... right, like the enemy. Am I close enough to move toward them? You're the only one who has to keep track of those like nitty gritty things that would, I think, not translate well to an audio medium of like, okay, I'm moving you 6 spaces diagonally. Like that's boring as fuck to listen to.
And like every round having to describe exactly where you are and where the columns are and things. Yeah. Going back to the question, like, what do you prefer? Mm-hmm. I enjoy the variety a lot. I enjoy being able, like, doing both things. There's not like, oh man, I have to make a map for my home campaign, right? Like, I enjoy that part of it because it's different. The theater of the mind thing, the major benefit of it is I can be more lenient as a DM and be like, yeah, your movement speed can get you there. You know, if I look at the map and I see that your character's 35 feet away, or is like 40 feet away from something, I can be pretty lenient and say, yeah, you use your movement to get there, and like no problem. Like,
in that way, there's never going to be like pushback from anybody at the table who might be a stickler for the rules, whoever that would be.
Right, like, they can't make it there.
Technically, they can't. There's nobody
if you're
there.
calculating diagonals, you know, every two spaces is 1.5 or whatever. You know,
I just
hate
when there's people at the table like that. So it's nice that we don't have that option on the podcast.
It makes those types of things a lot easier from my standpoint, where I can be lenient and say, that makes sense, your character can get there, or that doesn't make sense, he's a little farther away, and I can design and I can easily picture combat that way a little bit easier. And so I'm
somebody who likes sort of a fluid creative zone, I guess you could say. Like, I like the option for more things to possibly be able to come in and work. So not having a map, giving you that sort of leeway, letting the situations not feel like perfectly defined necessarily in my mind during theater of the mind, I find is
a good
helpful.
example of this is actually for something that's coming out tomorrow, and we use different movement things, movement rules sometimes. And the pirate campaign is, if you are trying to get from one section of a ship to another, it's kind of like you can use your movement speed to get to the other main deck if you're going across a gangplank. There's no like counting squares. If you want to get from your main deck to another one, maybe you have to grab a rope and do an ability check to just swing there, because on pirate ships there's ropes everywhere that you can just swing from, right?
It's true. That is something we all know about pirate ships, is there's just ropes to swing around.
There are.
There are. I'm not even disputing it. It's just, it doesn't really seem like there should be so many ropes to swing on.
In a movie, if you got to swing somewhere, you just reach over, grab the rope, and swing across.
You can just cut a rope and swing, and I guess it won't affect the ship. I don't know. I assume that these ropes do something, but people are constantly just cutting them and swinging and shit and not ruining everything. So, I don't know. I'm not much of a pirate in real life. I just play one on this podcast.
I think I would say, though, as a player, I think I prefer having physical maps. I think that it scratches the itch for me of playing a board game, moving minis around. I just bought a big board game. That's the game Valheim, which is a video game. They did a Kickstarter for it a year ago, and bought the Kickstarter for a board game version of it. And Cash and I have been playing it, and it came with this big box of minis.
Kid. I'm sorry, Cash.
It's great. It's so much fun. The game takes like 2.5 hours to play around, and he plays it, and we play the whole thing. And he's like, "Let's play tomorrow." It's awesome. But it has minis on it, and you have your own little. I've got like a ranger mini that I use, and he uses the one with the big axe, and it's like, it's like D&D it's just a board game with minis, but it's like I like playing with minis in general. I think I would choose that if it's interesting. As a player.
Maybe because of the fact that I can't really picture things in my head, I don't feel the need to have a tangible thing while pretending.
Because that aphantasia thing that came up literally today, where you text me, is like, can you picture an apple in your head? And I was like, well, I can picture an apple. I can spin it around and give it smudges, cut it up, and it's picture perfect in my brain. And the aphantasia thing we've been referencing is, I guess you can describe it.
Yeah, it's literally just, I can get the sense that I can think about something, but I can't picture it at all. Also, our time is up. It just ended. Oop. But that doesn't have to end the aphantasia. I mean, technically that's a yellow card because we weren't staying on topic about about the question at the end there in a way. But yeah, it's just something I was scrolling late last night and saw like that image of 1 through 5, how much can you picture something in your head? And it's like, if you can't picture anything at all, you might have aphantasia. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't think anybody actually could picture something in their head. So that's been my interesting.
I didn't know that about
today.
you. And when I saw this online a few years ago, I was like, oh, that's very strange that people like can't do that, because I just do that like all
We've
the time.
talked before about how you're not like an inner monologue person. So
Right.
it's like, it's the exact same thing to me when I can't even imagine what it's like to not have an inner monologue, you know? So for you, then it's like, what's it like to not be able to picture things, I guess?
Yeah. Yes. Our brains are so different.
I know.
We have such different brains. It's so interesting.
It's fascinating. I was talking with Brooke about this. I pitched to her, we need to just do an episode where she just administers a bunch of like psych tests to us and just tells us what's wrong with us. We just figure it all out. Get it all out there.
That's great.
Let's get her in. Whoa, Kyle, this is a special episode of the TTTTTDTTS. It's TTTTTDTTS at night. This is our first after dark recording of the TTTTTTS. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you notice our energy's a little lower or maybe a little more sensual, it's because the sun has gone down.
The sun has gone down, and just like an Agrabah, what's the line? It's something hot at night or something. Crap, I really flubbed that. I was gonna.
What the hell is the line? Now I can't remember.
Is it something about being hot at night? Something at night.
Hotter than hot. I don't know. I was gonna say the sun goes down.
Arabian Nights. It's about Arabian Nights. Talltale Tavern Nights
are hotter
than hot.
In a lot of good ways.
In a lot of good ways.
That's what he says, right? In a lot of something ways. That's what's in there.
And it's a double meaning for sex.
Whoa. You think they would put that in a Disney film? The only double meaning that's present in the Aladdin trilogy is the genius naming of the villain of Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Abi Small. Because he's such an abysmal
person. I love Abi Small.
Abi Small sucks. Goodness. Kyle, this is the, as we both know, this is the news segment of the podcast, right? We're supposed to talk about.
Yeah, this is the news.
News. Well, there is big news. This episode is the episode that is releasing right before the premiere tomorrow of the Pirates of Ceramica. Officially.
Pirates of Ceramica.
We've only been saying it for 8 episodes that it was imminent. Well, guess what? 9th episode, we're letting you know it is imminent.
Imminent. Finally imminent. Tomorrow night on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us there. We'll be in the chat there talking about it. And I'm excited. I'm very excited about this campaign. 8 episodes of greatness, of fun, of a lot of pirate stuff. It's just, I don't know. I've talked too much about it, arguably, because we've had so many weeks to talk about it. But
he's really been milking it.
Really good.
It sucks. This podcast sucks. I'm excited for it though, Kyle. I am excited for Ceramica. This one that we're recording right now sucks, but Ceramica is good. So I'm excited for people to get to hear that. And I need No, I can't talk. I was going to talk about a spoiler from it, but I can't because people haven't listened to it yet. So I'll ask you this question later. We don't need to worry about that. Sorry, guys. You don't get to know what Kyle and I are going to talk about. You don't get to hear every conversation that we have.
Actually, just text it to me right now, and they can listen to you typing it, and then you can listen to
that's good podcasting. I would do that if it wouldn't bother me later when I was editing, and then I would decide I can't have it be quiet this long, and I have to cut it. It just piss me off. Kyle,
the listeners are calling for it. They want the silence.
They want the silence. Okay, guys, if you want to simulate that feeling, then pause the podcast right now and just wait a few seconds. Kyle, this is going to be fun. You need to ask the Discord to roll D100 D20, but they're not going to expect it right now. They're really going to be thrown off.
Should we put money down on who's going to be who's going to be the person to give us the answer?
Well, the problem is how do we bet on it? Like, is it just we each pick one person, and if it's neither of them, nobody gets any money? Or is it like...
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it.
Okay, he didn't think about it. That's par for the course, I think, for us. We'll just do it. We're not going to really think about it. Yes, I am betting that it is going to be Natalie.
Oh, dang. That was actually going to be my pick. I think Dane's on it tonight. Let's see.
You think Dane? All right. Yep. He's posting.
All right, we'll see. We'll see who comes in hot with the answer.
All right. In the meantime, while they work on coming in hot with the answer, I have rolled, Kyle, our second topic.
Woo.
Yeah. We don't have to wait long for them to come in hot with the answer. Neither it was Becca. She got in there.
Yeah.
That would have been the easy bet. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it really was. It was the too easy bet, honestly.
Hold on. I need to post it. People can get their silence right now. Because I need to post a GIF in here. I need to put the GIF from The Quick and the Dead when Leonardo DiCaprio gets shot and dies and says, "Shit, that was fast." So, great. All right, I feel good about that now. Kyle, I have rolled on the patron questions for us. A question from our dear friend Mav. And he has requested, I guess, that you roll this with disadvantage, looking at the topics, which is interesting to me that somebody actually picked disadvantage. He might have done it on accident, but the sheet says disadvantage. Mm-hmm. The question you're rolling for how long we have to talk is, you're both feat enjoyers, F-E-A-T.
Okay.
But do you pick feats based on their effectiveness or their applicability to a character's backstory or development as they level?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
And how long? Disadvantage roll.
Here it goes. With disadvantage, that is a 6.
6 minutes to discuss starting now. All of the above? It kind of depends character to character what I'm choosing a feat for, I feel like. Sometimes you see a feat and you're like, oh, that's really good for like the mechanical build that I have. Other times I see a feat and I'm like, well, that's kind of like a funny little extra element to add to the character, like, or gives them just like a little extra thing that I don't know if I can think of off the top of my head, but like if I wanted a character who could teleport for some reason, I might take like a magic initiate feat to get a Misty Step or a Fey, whatever. But not necessarily because I want it for like combat purposes, but because they're like I want them to have some sort of ancestry where they would have a teleport,
Yeah. Do you ever take into account for the direction your character has grown or part of their backstory? The example that I'll bring up is Becca's character Hugh in Expedition Untold. When we were leveling up, she was like, there's like some really great like fighter feats that I could take, but there's also the chef thing, like the chef feat, which is like what Hugh is, and she ultimately went with that, which was like very important for a lot of things that happen. That was she did a ton of cooking as Hugh, and was able to like pull in snacks from going through the portal. That was part of like the flavor of like when she got long rests as we went through the different settings. So that was when she actually took a feat based on the chef had nothing to do with a optimization for a character. For me, the answer is probably purely mechanics and fun things that I want to do with the character. I think like when I was choosing a feat for like Whiskey Waltz or something, I think I just wanted him to have a climb speed, so I took and I wanted him to be as fast as possible, so I just picked the I forget what this feat's called, but it's like athletics or something. It's some.
I think athletics gives you a climb speed. Athlete feat gives you a climb speed and gives you like advantage on certain checks. Maybe I can't remember. But
when for the characters,
you don't need a running start for your jumps. I think also with the athlete feat, you can get your long and high jumps without the running start, or you only need 5 feet instead of 10 feet, something like that.
I'm like almost purely thinking about like fun things that I want to do with the character, and does this help me achieve that?
I feel like I'm doing that, but then I'm always trying to be cognizant of like, can I backward engineer a reason that this ties in with the character in a like more thematic way or something like that, you know? Like,
right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like the best examples of like good feats to take for me is like Amper in Arkandel had the actor feat. She is already somebody who lies all the time and does deception roles, and that gives you advantage to like impersonate people and mimic their voice. And like I wanted it, I guess, to like enhance her mechanics, but it also ties in so well. I feel like often if you're doing it right, the mechanics and the character are a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
You know, so they kind of all.
And that combo with Amper made it very difficult for me all the time. If Amper wanted to do something, a lot of times it could happen. That's like the Trump Mamdani thing. I just saw a funny TikTok where a guy was just laughing about how the Mamdani, I think that's how you say his name, the new mayor of New York City, went and talked with Trump and it went really well. And Trump was like, love the guy. And the guy was like, this is like when the DM sets up a scenario and Mamdani was just rolling nat 20s and it ended up with him being friends with the president.
Yeah,
when they're supposed to be enemies.
It feels incredibly accurate. Yeah, he just
that's what Amper
charisma rolled him,
like
I guess.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I am somebody who almost 100% of the time jumps to feats instead of ability score increases, I feel like. Mm-hmm. But I will specifically, like, I won't take a feat, I guess, if I know that it is disadvantageous to my future growth with the character, in the sense that like I'm always looking for a half feat that applies to an ability score that I need, right? Like I wouldn't take a feat that gave me like +1 to strength on a character that already had strength as a dump stat. But that is, again, I just think mechanics and character working hand in hand, because if this character had strength as their dump stat, they wouldn't be good at a feat that granted strength improvements.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah. But yeah, like for my Groggy, my Tempest Cleric, like he's a cleric of Thor. He does Booming Blade when he hits with his hammer. The whole thing is that he does like thunder damage with his hammer. And like that's a major part of that character. So like Magic Initiate was the major thing that I needed to take so I could get Booming Blade access with the wizard. But
that's exactly the way that I tend to, I guess, choose my feats, is that same thing. It needs to satisfy almost all the conditions in a weird way, but I suppose I would value them like in order of making the character more fun, making the character more potent, and then like how it affects the growth of the character. I don't know.
How much time do I have?
You have 4 seconds.
4 seconds. Dude, that's it.
It's how cool he is under pressure.
I had a 20-second thing to say.
20-second thought. He timed it in his head and then realized 4 seconds. If you play this back at 1/5 speed, he actually said the 20-second thought. It sounded like he just went, but I swear it was a bunch of words.
That's so
great job, Kyle. Great. Good answer, folks.
Good answers all around.
Good answers. We got to get the Family Feud good answer like sound effect in here, you know? Anytime on Family Feud someone answers a question, it's like good answer. Everybody's clapping until the
but that's Steve Harvey saying it, right? Like there's
I guess. Well, I'm thinking of like Family Feud, like video games on the NES and stuff. But yeah, I need the sound effect to add.
There's a Family Feud video game on the NES.
Maybe on Super Nintendo. Maybe I can't remember if any. There's
Did
definitely
you know that Family Feud?
Did
you know that Family Feud is a show too? It's not just a game on the NES. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I would categorize it as a sound effect if I stole the audio from the show, though. Still, it would still go in my Talltale Tavern sound effects folder if it was Steve Harvey. Ooh. Okay.
We're after our second one.
We are. That means it's time for Kyle's prepared segment, of course.
Kyle's prepared segment. Yet again, I do have a prepared segment that I have prepared once again. And
ooh, it's terrific. He's prepared it, folks.
In honor of the pirate campaign coming out tomorrow, where there are lots of Canon Balls used. Scott, where are there a lot of balls? I'll tell you where there are a lot of balls are at on the internet.
Oh.
Specifically on Disney Plus. There are lots of balls, specifically ballroom balls on Disney Plus, on the show Dancing with the Stars. It also airs on ABC.
Bring it in. Here I am. I'm the runway traffic guy. I'm giving him the all clear to land on the plane.
And in these balls, there are canon winners who are canon to the show because they are past winners of the Mirror Ball. And so, and the show just ended a few days ago. A few days in the future from where we are. We don't know who the winner of this Mirror Ball will be.
Congratulations fuck you to whoever won. If it's not who I wanted. Actually, I don't think I hate
it's not Andy.
Who's left.
It's not Andy, so
it's not Andy, but also it's not Whitney. So I can't really be that mad about what happens now at this point.
give and take. Yes. So I've got a quiz about where you're gonna have to tell me that the answer to each one of these questions is a past winner.
Excellent.
And
our people listening right now, this is them. Yeah, I love
They're going nuts.
They're freaking out.
They're freaking out.
This is people listening to their podcast right now are reacting the same way teen girls did in the 60s when they saw the Beatles. You know, like that's the energy I'm imagining.
Either that or they're hammering the plus 15 seconds right now until they get
hole
through
in my phone. It won't go
plus
anymore.
15 seconds until they get to the end of this segment. But no, here we go. The Cannonball quiz of the Canon Ballroom Balls, Mirror Balls of Dance with the Stars winners. Here we go. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions and a bonus question. You have to get 3 of these right.
Okay, I can do that.
And
I did. And now, in the interest of fairness, I did pitch this concept to Kyle today.
Yes, you did.
But I did not look up any winners of past seasons to refresh myself. And I've really only seen like 4 seasons. So I'm going to have to know the clues, I guess, of who the person is.
So I did prepare it. I cooked it. I baked it. But you gave me the recipe.
Yes.
So
I guess.
You gave me the recipe.
That's not me looking for credit. It's just me making it clear to you that I didn't look it up, right? Like I don't have extra information.
I think it's great because it is such an off the wall thing to dive into why we have a pirate campaign coming out tomorrow. Anyways,
I think it was a real A to A. People, they saw the connection right away.
Yeah, and our fans love Dancing with the Stars. No matter how much we try to convince them to love it, it's worked and they love it. So.
Yeah, that's often how I describe things when they're successful is no matter how hard I've tried, that it worked. So that's good.
Anyways, question 1. Who cut the cheese? This season was packed with action. It was season 14, but his number was 80. At the end of the season, he received the ball, which was his entire job.
All right, let's hold on. Let's try that. Read that one more time.
I think the first 2 of these are the hardest that are.
Okay, well, that's good. Who cut the cheese? Oh boy, I got no idea.
Who cut the cheese? This season was packed with action.
Oh, it's got to be a Packers player. Aaron Rodgers. That's the only Packers player I could ever name.
No, I was like, I don't think you know this person. Donald Driver is the answer.
No,
Donald Driver.
I did not know Donald Driver, but I feel I'm giving myself 0.1 imaginary points for knowing it was a Packers thing. That's it.
Okay, you get 0.1 imaginary points. Great job.
That's fine. And I'm allowed to have imaginary points because I drafted I in the numbers draft. So I'm allowed imaginary numbers.
Great. Is that how? Dang it. What am I allowed from the numbers I drafted?
Well, you've got 1 through 3. That's pretty good.
I know that is pretty good. Do I get those points all the time? I don't know. I'll think about that. I get boobies.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the best. Question number 2. He's fast, really fast. He can go 500 miles in just a few hours, and he does it every year. Other than winning in Hollywood, he's won 4 times in Indianapolis.
Okay.
There's a hint. There's a hint with this one if you want it.
I do want the hint because I can tell it's a race car driver, but that's about all.
His first name is similar to the name of the Greek god of the sun.
First name is similar to the name of the Greek god of the sun. Is Apollo the Greek god of the sun? And if so, what's a name that's similar to Apollo?
I can tell you Apollo is not the Greek god of the sun.
He pulls the chariot, though, that raises the sun.
Doesn't Apollo has who's got the little wings on their feet? That's Apollo?
Hermes in Greek.
Oh, it's Hermes. Yeah. I don't know what Apollo does.
Or Nike in Roman, I think. Well, I don't know this, Kyle. I don't know a single race car driver's name.
Helio Castroneves.
Helio! That makes sense. Helio.
Which I didn't know he was on. I want to watch his season kind of because I root for him every year. So he's great. He's good. But
right. Is he as good at driving as he is at dancing and Dancing with the Stars? Apparently, does he have lots of wins?
I don't know. He's a champion in both.
Well,
so yeah, he's won. Well, he's won the Indy 500 4 times, which is like
you would think as someone who lives in Indiana, I would know that. I would know any winner of an Indy 500, but you could really put a gun to my head and you'd be pulling that trigger.
Yeah, I also didn't think that you would know this one.
Danica Patrick drives race cars, right?
Yeah, you could have guessed Danica.
I know that, and Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt. Those are the totality of people who drive race cars that I know.
Yeah, I don't know if
and my dad's friend, whose name I can't remember, but because he called him Knob, was what he would call him.
I don't know who Knob is.
Yeah,
Knob is mysterious to me.
Yeah. Well, he didn't make it on Dancing with the Stars, unfortunately.
Is it Slob on my?
Yeah, that's his first name, Mr. Slavanmai.
Slavanmai?
It's an Eastern European name, I guess. I don't know.
Question number 3.
Next question. Thank you.
Question number 3. Let's get down to business. This guy is a lifetime performer. Let me finish. I like the rest of the question that I wrote.
Sorry.
Let's get down to business. This guy is a lifetime performer. His singing has earned him lots of moolah, but I really only know him from Mulan.
Who? Donny Osmond.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, wait, no, it's the white guy that voices Mushu in Mulan 2. Remember when we watched that one and the guy who voices the Eddie Murphy dragon is a white guy in the sequel?
Yeah, oh, that's who you were guessing. I was like, that was not Donny Osmond, right?
No, not Donny.
Yes, it's a white guy.
Guess. Yes.
Yeah.
That dude is.
Mulan 2. What a non-problematic film.
I didn't have a
question
single problem
number 4. You've got 1 point. You got to get 3. Question number 4. She may have gotten 6th place in American Idol. Oh, hold on. We got a Amber Alert or something.
Oh.
It's buzzing my whole entire desk. Stop. Find them. Okay. Great. Question number 4.
I'm not cutting that out, people. You loved it. All right, it's in there.
Question number 4. She may have gotten 6th place in American Idol, but she danced her way to victory when America picked her for the Mirror Ball.
Oh, that's it. Okay. America picked her.
She danced her way to victory when America picked her for the Mirror Ball.
I think I'm losing this game, Kyle. I unfortunately don't know I can't think of any American Idol contestants that would tie in with picked her, which is clearly some sort of clue, but I don't know what it is.
It's painful because the answer to this question is Kelly Pickler. Kelly Pickler. What season of American Idol were they on? What do they sing anything? She was on, I think, one of the early seasons, like I don't know.
I have to look up.
Kelly
I think
Pickler.
I tapped that around season 3. Really watching, but I still paid attention.
5. I don't know. Season 5 of American Idol.
Nope, I don't know Kelly Pickler, I don't think. But good for you, Kelly. Good for you. America did not pick her for American Idol, though. You said 6th place?
Yeah, 6th place, but she got on Dancing with the Stars and won the Mirror Ball.
Which season of Dancing with the Stars was she on, though?
Dancing with the Stars, season 16, with her professional partner, Derek Huff.
Oh,
so, you know,
Mr. Derek Huff
championed her to
one of his many mirror balls. My man, good job out there.
He's got balls. He's got mirror balls.
Sure does.
Great. We are on to question 5. And you need 2 more points. There's a bonus question.
Okay. Oh, I still got a chance.
You still got a chance.
Does my imaginary point 1, does that factor in any way?
This last one, don't call out your answer prematurely. Okay. You want to hear the full question. I don't know if you're going to get this. I don't know.
All right.
He's the not so fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but he has his own moves. We still see him every week being the host. But I'm not asking about him. I want to know who was his pro.
Oh. Man, Celia would know
still
this
dances.
one.
She still
I know she
dances.
does. Celia has pointed out to me who she is many times.
I feel like at least, I don't know if we've commented in the text, in our group text, but at least Carrie and I have talked about it multiple times, who his partner was.
Oh, God, I wish I could remember anybody's name except for the people I know it's not. I know it's not Daniela, but that's the only name of a pro that's entering my mind at all.
I'll give you another hint. It is one of the final ones that is still dancing.
Yeah. So who's left? It's the one who dances with Robert. I know that it's that, but I don't know her name. That's the problem. I can picture her, but I can't. But I know what she looks like. It's the one that dances with
referencing the one dancing with Robert
Irwin.
Robert Irwin would be Whitney, and that is the correct answer. Whitney.
I kept thinking
the correct
of an
answer.
H, but I knew it wasn't an H, but it's that WH and Whitney.
It's the W.
That was kidding me.
It's a W.
Damn it.
Well, guess what? This bonus question potentially is worth 2 points. Are you ready?
Potentially. Good, yeah.
Potentially. Let's see what I mean. Here is the bonus question. Crikey, take a look at this. A winner from Down Under. The offspring of an icon. And by the time this episode comes out, there may be 2 answers to this question.
So are we talking about Robert and Bindi Irwin?
Yes, we are.
All right. So, okay. That's 2 points.
So
I win.
if Robert
wins. Ooh,
if he wins the mirror ball, then you
So
get
this is TBD. You'll find out next week. Well, I'm not going to insert an edit letting you. You'll know if you looked it up. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait a week to find out if I won this game or not. And we'll come back to it. It's TTTTTTTTBD.
DBD. Great job. We'll see if you are the winner of the Talltale Tavern Mirror Ball.
I hope so. Who are you rooting for on who's left? Do you think Robert?
Oh, so I think that Robert's going to win, but I think I'm rooting for Alex. I think that she's my favorite dancer. And,
Alex is the only person I've been voting for other than Andy, who's gone. So yeah, I think I'm with you. And I had no investment in Alex to start. I was staunchly opposed to all TikTok celebrities,
like social
generally.
Media people.
Social media ones. But she's won me over. She's good. She's doing the work.
Yeah, she's good, and she's putting in the work. So,
and Robert is great too. Either one would be a worthy champion. Or Jordan.
I really like all the ones that are left. I would be happy with any of the winners.
I don't think Dylan can win. I don't think I'd be happy with Dylan win.
Right.
I think he could because he's hot and his brother's super famous. So like it could happen. I just don't think I think he's a noticeable step below the other dancers, even though he has gotten a lot better.
I think he potentially is the most improved though, which makes me think it's maybe okay. But that's a lot of Dancing with the Stars talk, which I know our listeners are really wanting more.
They're hitting the 15 seconds back. No, don't let it end.
Don't let it end.
Maybe they'll say something different this time. We won't, but you can keep trying, folks. We've got our last roll, Kyle. And it is, so our roll, of course, we discussed Becca got to it, right? She hit that sucker. And thanks to my laziness of not repopulating questions in the list, she rolled a 98, which is actually the last question in the list right now. So 13 minutes on the clock for us to discuss, Kyle. If you could swap 2 characters from any adventure, who do you think would be the most effective and the most chaotic? And that time is going to start right now.
Okay. Well, I like the question. The part of it is some of these adventures are different levels, and I think that should factor in a little bit too. Like, you know, if you're a higher level
I should swap
character.
Baby Malter into the level 21 shot that we did at Gen Con.
Baby Malter.
Baby Malter, yeah. He's just a baby rolling around with this Tarask. What was it that we fought in that thing? Like
Tarask, yes. Yeah, Tarask. Yeah, that's fantastic.
That'd be fun. I'm not sure. Let me think. I gotta buy time while I talk and think of who's gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna take Giuseppe Lemon into Zoonopia. It doesn't fit. He's a human.
He's a human. You could take the cat that Tiddly played in Rats vs. Commoners.
that immediately died.
Or the Rat Man of Ratovia. This doesn't say player characters. This says 2 characters. So we could swap the Rat Man of Ratovia.
Rat people of Ratovia.
I think if we put him in instead of, I feel like him and Glubble would provide similar energy to the Zoonopia team.
But he's like a mob boss rap man lord or something. It'd be great. It'd be good.
I'm kind of into that now. I like now that I'm thinking that it could be not player characters even, you know. Like,
it's such a wide. There's so many possibilities that we could do at this point with any character. I think it would be fun to bring in Mavs, the Bagman guy, as he's turned into the Bagman, and put him onto Mothership, and all of a sudden we have a even more horror aspect to the Mothership. And
what this says though is it does say you have to swap 2 characters. So then who's getting swapped into the Halloween adventure to replace the Bagman?
Well, I think Bob would be good. Because he'd be the middle-aged dad who's kind of the head of the kids. The
dad who's taking the kids trick-or-treating, you know, with them. That could be pretty fun. I'm kind of into that.
Put Bob in there. I think that'd be a good swap.
I'd like to replace, of my own characters, I'd like to swap Belk and Don Donaldson. I'd like to put Belk in an office environment and just kind of see how he melds in.
He's going to start murdering people, right?
Yeah, probably.
He's going to question them if they're part of the Omnicorps or whatever, the Omnipocorps.
The Omnipocron or Omega Prime. Yeah. But I feel like Initiatech would be like, yeah, we're developing that technology for the Omnipocron.
That's another good one to put in the office. That's a great one.
Who else can we swap into an office environment? Who's going to cause problems? It would be fun to put like anybody from Disorderly Conduct into the office to fill, like, Mike is already the kind of over it guy, but they could fill the incompetent boomer in the office role, you know? Yeah. I think that would be. And then I think if we had to swap, if we're doing a true swap, I think swapping Perry into Disorderly Conduct and having him be like the idiot that all the old people pile on would be pretty funny.
I could put Perry in a lot of these.
I love Perry. We gotta get Ev back on the show.
I know, we really do.
Perry.
That was a great character.
It was. Oh man. Anybody from that world, they swap into other adventures quite oddly to imagine them in there. Cassie,
let's see. I want to know. Let's see.
Okay, you tell me.
I want to know where to put Gale and Gale. We got to swap Gale and Gale from Hell Hath No Fury.
Are they going together, or do they get to enjoy going to different places from each other?
I think we'll get the imp is summoned by Gale, by Gale. So
true.
They have to go together.
They have to be together, you think? Because if I could just swap Gale the imp, I would like to swap Gale the imp with Christopher from Wild Love. I think it would be fun if we had encountered Gale the Imp in Wild Love early on. He would not be a help. He would make for a great encounter them in the wild NPC if you need information from him.
Yeah.
He's so inappropriate.
What do you need?
Awful.
So inappropriate and awful. Doing yoga in the woods. That's what he would be doing. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Some of my favorite enemies, or some of the like bosses, that I've ran. I think that finding a place for Officer or Marshal Tannenbaum and Marshal, what's the other one's name? Buckworth or something like that.
Yeah, Buckworth, that's the name.
Putting those in an environment where they're not going to succeed, like a group, like I feel like the disorderly conduct group, I feel like would not listen to them. Like they would try to take charge, and the disorderly conduct group are like, no, we're too old for this. Like, you're not ordering us around. We're doing our own thing.
This isn't a swap. But just you speaking of disorderly conduct and these old West characters, I'd like to see the two old Jed and what are the names? What were the the Dragonborn dudes?
Oh, the Dragonborn, Jeb and I don't forget the other one's name, but yeah, Jeb and
Jed. Is it just Jeb
and Joe? I bet it's Jeb and Joe.
Could be Jeb and Joe. Somebody will know. Let us know the name of the characters from our show. Yeah, I'd like to see them hanging out with the disorderly conduct crew.
You ain't a spy, are you?
I love those two fucking guys. The most heartbreaking heel turns of the podcast. I think we all really
put them in crowning AI achievement as instead of like in the first one, instead of Paolo, you guys finding the crime lord Paolo, and that gives you like the rest of the adventure. Yeah. Of course Paolo's played later, but have it be Jeb and Joe, the crime lords.
I'm into Jeb and Joe, the old men Dragonborn crime lord twins. Who isn't? Who doesn't want that? Let's think, Kyle. We still have 6 minutes on this, so you better start really digging deep on these characters.
Well, let's start killing some time and look at some of the killing time characters.
Ooh.
Thwick was one that I literally put into other ones because I liked that character and wanted to, and he showed up in Expedition Untold in different ways. Let's say we sub Thwick out with I think that Thwick would honestly sub easily out with any of the Christmas Peril characters, where Thwick is like an elf or something that's like going with them. Well,
he does have helping. Yeah, and he has good, like, kind of nervous energy for a place that's very busy, like the North Pole. There's a lot going on, and Thwick is a very like, trying to keep track of it all the figures, all the numbers.
He's got head elf energy where he would be in chart, like keeping track of every detail of the North Pole.
Yeah, but he'd be anxious about it too. He's got anxiety from it. I feel like Thwick feels like an anxious guy to me. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yes, no, he is. No, he is. No, he's very anxious. His whole thing was that Hooks was his person. But the elves, I mean, a nervous elf would make sense with the chaotic offspring of Santa Claus and him having to, try and figure out how Christmas was going to be saved. He'd be panicking the whole time.
So who gets cycled out? Who gets swapped in, though? Does Kringle Harkin on the case? Is Kringle Harkin a police officer now?
Kringle Harkin on the case. Yeah,
I guess it could be a non-player character as well. It's Santa Claus. I think we should substitute Santa Claus into the story of Killing Time. I think that would be good. Man, I wonder if Frank Clubb from Killing Time would fit anywhere. Do we have anything where it'd be good to have a boxer who's punching people?
The Tavern Brawl, the live show.
That's true, the live show. He could swap into that or Gladiators just because he feels like a fighting game character to me, to just be like the noir turtle guy. I don't know. I played in Eternal Champions, the Sega Genesis game that I reference all the time. There is a noir guy in it, so it feels like an archetype. I'd like to see him. Okay, here's why he needs to go to Gladiators, because I'd like to see him sizing up Hobson and Gobson in their trench coat versus him in his trench coat, you know? Oh. I'd like to see if he could even squeeze them in and they form like a 3-person trench coat for just a moment. Hobson and Gobson would be interesting ones to try to swap into, really, like any other adventure too. They're just those are two of my favorite characters in general. I think I like the idea of a two-headed monster style character. Yeah. We should do that sometime, Kyle. We should play like a two-headed person, like the another Disney Channel straight to video movie reference. But and I know you'll remember this, Kyle. Obviously, the Hercules Zero to Hero VHS tape that has the 3 segments. One of them featured a two-headed monster, where one of them is voiced by Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond.
That's not the one where they go to the university or whatever.
They do go to the school in this is the only Hercules movie we watched, right? So they do go to the school in that one. It's just
there's 3. There's 3 adventures at the same place.
Yeah, it's a classic 3-episode.
Gotta rewatch it. Obviously.
Gotta rewatch that one. Please do not. Please do not, Kyle. All right, 2 minutes left on the timer. 2-minute warning, folks. 2-minute warning, everybody.
With the last 2 minutes, I want to find a place to maybe put M. Tiro or Nambi or Hugh.
I know. I was trying to think for them too, but it's almost hard to imagine like where are they most effective, where are they most chaotic, because their entire adventure is swapping into stories, right?
I think in a way. So. Nambi, anthropomorphic. Let's put her into Zoonopia. Who do you sub into Expedition Untold, into the book club? You think? Absolutely.
Actually, I think Lizzie makes more sense.
Lizzie makes the most sense. It absolutely has to be Lizzie.
It's gotta be Lizzie. You're right. But
I think Toad is too afraid that he poisons the pages and then someone else is going to pick him up and get poisoned with his skin. But he wears gloves.
He does. That is both of them are. That's one of my favorite moments in the in Expedition Untold, is when they have to like pass the gloves back and forth to each other or whatever. At some point, he gets his gloves. I can't remember. At some point, somebody gets gloves from Toad, or Mtiro gives his gloves to Toad, or something like that. Maybe I'm misremembering it. Maybe I made it up in my head. Either way, we got to swap the other 2, and we've got like 45 seconds, Kyle. So,
the easy one for Hugh for me is with Valley Jack, both big, both marshals.
And Valley Jack would love to read. I feel like he's somebody who would participate.
He seems well read.
Yeah. Okay. So then who's the equivalent that you can, you know what? I'm going to swap 2 of my characters. I'm going to put him Tiro in space because I want L10 to be in the book club because I know he loves to learn. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, and he's a magical guy. So you heard it here, folks. We're going to do Expedition Untold version 2. It's going to be Lizzie McFire, L10 and Valley Jack are in a book club together. That I'd listen. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
That'll be
that's part of one of our Otherworlds what if series in the Talltale Tavern.
The reroll we'll call it. I don't know, something like that. But we'll spell it ROLE because we're recasting too.
Makes sense.
Boom. Time is up on this question, Kyle. And as you know, that means that time is up on the Talltale Tavern Triple Threat D20 talk show. Night's edition. So thanks for tuning in, all you beautiful listeners out there, and spending your evening with us. We hope that it continues to be sensual and wonderful. I can't say the word sensual. There's no way I can say it and not laugh at the thought. Make sure you tune into our YouTube page tomorrow to watch Ceramica, or check your podcast app on Wednesday to listen to it.
Yeah, but join us for the live listen. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. And they're going to be released weekly in that fashion. And we've not done this before. It's going to be cool. We hope to see you all there.
Yep. Thank you so much for your continued patronage, and we love you to bitty bits. Bye-bye.